Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. Don't forget you gotta labor, loaf, and use your loofah. Roy Orbison on Tuesday. Dum 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 be doo ooh yeah yeah yeah. Ooh only the lonely, only the lonely, only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right. There goes my baby, there goes my heart, you're gone forever, but so far apart. Only the lonely know why I cry. Only the lonely dum 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 be doo ah. Ooh yeah yeah yeah. Ooh ah. Only the lonely, only the lonely. Yeah, only the lonely. It's us. Well, first, build bridges. That's what I'm all about. Connect to people and spend some time in what I call your walled garden. Where do you go to have some private time for yourself? Where you polish your lick, read your book, do that thing behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Work on yourself. I'll know my song well before I start singing, as Dylan says. And you have enough pain to carry yourself. You don't have to carry other people's pain. So it's important to building boundaries. So all I can say, if doesn't sound too arrogant, I've had a certain experience, and I'd love other people to experience it too. When you have an experience that's so positive, you want to impart it to other people, just like you turn your friend on, right? So the way to help yourself understand this is to be aligned with your own source, with your deep self, whatever word you want to use. Because when you do that, things come so much easier in your life. And actually, there's fun along the way. Which again, people have to say, how can you have any fun in a world that's going to hell in a handbasket? Well, the world needs fun as well as other kinds of taking care of business, don't you think? Yeah, I think so too. So the whole week, I'll be talking a little about the similarities between psychotherapy and Buddhism. Uh, they're both kind of introspective disciplines. They're both similar in that they recognize a symptom, they come up with a diagnosis, they come up with a prognosis and a treatment plan. Each discipline, whether Buddhism or Eastern philosophy, recognizes suffering. Each discipline recognizes our attachment to pleasure, our aversion to pain. And each discipline teaches you both how to see things microscopically and telescopically, broad vision. So you learn how to perch on things, see them up, and you learn how to fly and see things from a higher, broader perspective. And although historically speaking, what was happening in Greece, with Socratic dialogue and rational introspection, 500 BC, is very, very different than what was happening in the Indian continent a couple of thousand years ago. But these conditions, both for psychotherapy, which evolved from Greek to Roman to European thought, they all deal with dehumanization, narcissistic grandiosity gone wild, alienation, depression, and so forth. So, although we tend not to think about meditation, we do it through altered states of consciousness, we do it through psychoanalysis, and so forth. But They both aim at the same thing, liberating human potential, and both require listening. So take some time to listen today in your walled garden. Discover something. Let me know what you discover.